phone, on your tablet and online. This is the AFC DONScast on Friday.
Hello and welcome to this week's AFC DONScast. It's Graham here with your super quick second Dons news update of the week. There was no medical cure for the Dons on Tuesday night under the temporary reign of Barry Robson after going 1-0 behind against St Johnstone thanks to an early Callum Hendry goal. That seemed to set the tone of the game, although the Dons kept up the pace through the first half. The second half had more talking points. Scott Brown hit the bar with a thunderous volley. Hayes flashed an effort at goalkeeper Xander Clark, and Conor Baron also went close with a curling effort on his first start. Then we had an unfortunate injury to Scott Brown, who went off holding his hamstring just after the hour mark, with Funso Ojo replacing him. The equaliser came through a penalty. Booth caught Ramsey's heel, then challenged him again, this time inside the box, and the penalty was given. Lewis Ferguson, who has never missed a spot kick, fired it into the goal to make the score level. And that's how it ended. And whilst we dominated possession, it was far from clinical and shows the size of the task for any new manager. Here's Barry Robson.
Barry, that was a game your team dominated for long spells but just couldn't quite find a winner at the end. What was your assessment of the performance?
I think St Johnstone scored a goal, made it very difficult for us after that. Callum's a bright coach. You could see he was trying to shut off our passing lanes to our fullbacks. And then we made a few chances first half where we should have done a bit better and scored goals. We just never shifted the ball quick enough, got caught a wee bit, but we tried to go a wee bit more direct down the side of them and passing the ball between the lines. So we got caught a wee bit in between with that. But listen, that can happen. As a team, we've not been winning a lot of games, and you could see that confidence a wee bit draining when they lost the goal. But the credit to them, see after that, as the game went on, the chances we created, then into the second half where we could have 3 or 4 goals, I think we should have came out the game comfortable winners in the second half. So that's the frustrating part for me.
Yeah. How difficult is it to build confidence and momentum in a group of players when they've been through a bad run, they're seeing changes in terms of management like this?
Win games. That's what we expected to do at Aberdeen as well. Now it's alright, all of us here saying yes, but we need to do this, we need to do that, and it needs to come from the players as well. It needs to come from them and personal pride and wanting to be a winner. And but they are. I think when you saw that tonight, the way we really dominated the second half, you could see them try to score goals. And another day there, I think you get one, could have been 2 or 3. And I'm happy for them for a team that has been struggling and going a goal down and losing so many players to injury and going on and dominating a game the way they did tonight. I think that's why I think the fans were excellent tonight.
Yeah.
The way they applauded the players, and I think we're going to need them because they're important for the football club, and we need to thank them for how good they were with us tonight.
Really positive performance as well from a number of young players, but particularly Conor Baron, his first taste of action as a starter at Pittodrie in front of friends and family, and I believe the club he grew up supporting. How impressed were you with what he brought to the table today?
Outstanding, but I knew he would. I've known the kid for a long time. I knew he'd be positive, I knew he'd take the ball, I knew he'd be brave, all the things you need to be a good footballer. And he's got a heart the size of a lion. He's not the biggest, but I've worked with him for a right few years. You can see the energy he brought to the team, the speed he brought to the team. That's what I love with all the teams that we've taken through, is that speed and energy, and we're maybe lacking that throughout the first team at the minute. And once we start getting some more training sessions, all these sort of things, we might get that back into them. And but you've seen the difference he made, and Calvin, I thought, a lot more himself. Spoke to him yesterday, pulled him in and had a wee conversation with him as well. Thought he was a lot better tonight, and you could see that Jack, we took Jack off, it was just more for him to protect him. He's been out a while and he looked like he needed a bit of help tonight by giving a bit of break. So listen, yeah, young players they've done well, but I'm pleased how the boys performed, and just frustrated when you make so many good chances and no score them.
Does that bode well for the upcoming games, 2 really big games against Motherwell and Dundee United, and opportunities to make up some ground to potentially look towards that 4th spot? Does the spirit, does the number of chances they created bode well for those games?
Yeah, I think so. I think when I can only comment when I saw the group yesterday, and obviously everything that's happened, and it's really difficult. We've not been winning games. The confidence is low, but we come out and gave a performance like that, which is really pleasing. And we need to go and try and do the exact same again at Motherwell on Saturday. And that's the thing. I mean, that was another game Saturday, and then you play the game tonight, you go again. But that's football, and if you go to a top level, been there myself many a time, it was always like that. So, but no, well, let's see where we're at for the weekend, and I don't know where we'll be, so we'll need to speak to the chairman on the next day or two and see where we're at. Yeah,
and the playing side of things, again, it's probably hard to say at this early stage, but how's Scott Brown looking after coming off injured?
We don't know. I think he's struggling a wee bit with his hamstring, but if there's any player in the world that's going to be there on Saturday, if they could, it'll be him.
Brilliant. Barry, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. First start here at Pittodrie, a man-of-match performance to go with it. How much fun was that game for you tonight?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I absolutely enjoyed it. I thought we played well in spells first half. We weren't at our best, but I mean, we were right up against them. We knew what was coming, and I think towards the end we should have won the game. But no, personally, I thought I'd done really well and I enjoyed it out there. And boys just need to keep pushing. Big game on Saturday and go from there.
What did Barry Robson say to you in the build-up to this when he told you were going to be starting tonight?
He just said, go out there, enjoy yourself. He knows what sort of player I am. I know what I can do. So just go out there and play my own game. Don't be fazed by the opportunity and anything going on. Just go out, play your own game and enjoy it. That's all he said to me.
St Johnstone are a notoriously tough, diligent, well-organised team. I imagine a very hard game for a 19-year-old to come in and play in the heart of midfield. How much confidence will you take from the way that you played today? Yeah,
I'll take a lot of confidence from it. Every game I play, I know what I can do. I know my ability. I know what my teammates can do. And everything's positive from my side. So again, it's a first game under my belt, first start. So only can go forward from here.
Absolutely, it's a competitive area of the squad midfield. What do you feel you bring that might set you apart from some of the other boys in that position?
As you say, yeah, there's top players in that midfield. You've got to believe in yourself as a young player to get into it, and I'll keep doing what I can do every single day in training to prove that I should be in that team. And I think what I bring a bit of passion, heart, everything I do. I want to give 100% for the team. I want to win. I want to get on the ball, play nice football, and can also do the other side and have a bit of grit about me. But yeah. A special moment for you tonight, I'm sure, Conor. Did you have any friends or family in the stadium watching? Yeah, all my parents were there, and some of my family and my mates were there, so it was a good night. You had the chance to see them yet? No, I haven't spoken to them yet, no. Okay, well listen, we'll let you go off and do that. You are our Red TV man of the match. Many congratulations, and I'm sure we'll see you doing these interviews and playing in these matches many times again in the future. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Cheers. Thank you.
Catch live audio and video of our next match only on Red TV. Subscribe now for full matchday coverage, replays, highlights and all the goals, exclusive interviews and behind the scenes content. Sign up now at redtv.afc.co.uk. The best of the action only on Red TV.
A quick update on our search for a new manager, and it seems that St Mirren's Jim Goodwin is leading the pack, with the Dons edging closer to appointing the Irishman. Former Hibs manager Jack Ross, ex-Celtic boss Neil Lennon and Derek Adams, who was sacked by Bradford City earlier this week, are believed to be in the frame for the job, but it appears that Goodwin is Aberdeen's first choice. A compensation fee of around £250,000 will be required to release Goodwin from his buddy's contract, and it's reported that Aberdeen are happy to meet the asking price. An initial approach from the Pittodrie board has been refused, and Aberdeen could be forced into triggering a release clause in the manager's contract. Aberdeen under-18s continued their good form with a brilliant win against Dundee United on Tuesday evening, coming from a goal down as well. With Barry Robson and Scott Anderson in charge of the first team, it was Gavin Levy and Stuart Duff who took a young side down to play United. Liam Harvey levelled things up just before half-time to make it 1-0, with Alfie Stewart scoring the winner in the 85th minute. And ahead of the league match against Motherwell on Saturday, Barry Robson discusses the preparations for the weekend.
For me, I've had one session for 40 minutes. They've obviously had 14 days on a row on their feet with loads of games in between. I gave them a rest. There's no point just keep working them. You'll have no energy. So they're still in recovery today. So it's going to be a case of another 45 minutes or an hour on the training pitch with them tomorrow. Now, there's only so much you can do with that. And you can't overload them with ideas, and you can't implement a style of play, or you can't do it. But what you can do is just help them in little wee small details and keep reminding them they're good players. And the one thing you need to be ready for when you go down to Motherwell is it's never changed. It's don't get the game the wrong way around. You're going to need to earn to play. You're going to need to earn the right. And if they do that, hopefully the talent will come through in the end.
You can watch the full interview with Barry and Joe Lewis on Red TV.
We have an operation in Berlin. It's the retrieval of a missing person.
Prisoner 17315, Palmer. What do you want? You will help us to locate and retrieve the missing person.
If only life was that simple.
You think you could trust him? Almost certainly not.
This bloke, what's so special?
He designs atomic bombs.
Great. One of those things goes off, nothing matters.
You people all know each other, don't you?
Don't you want to know what we're going to do to you?
Take me out to dinner, perhaps?
Glad you came?
Very.
A new spy thriller, The Ipcris File, this March on ITV and ITV Hub.
OK, looking ahead to the following weekend, and we have a homecoming visit of Sir Alex Ferguson for our match against Dundee United on Saturday the 26th of February. Just over 16,000 tickets have been sold for the match, with under 1,000 tickets remaining in the RDS Upper. And there'll be a pre-match display, a special souvenir programme to purchase, and commemorative card available to supporters in the RDS. You can still buy your tickets online and from the ticket office. This Saturday, we're away to Motherwell again in the league. Kick-off at Fir Park is at 3 p.m. Tickets for this match are still on sale from the Pittodrie ticket office and online at afc.co.uk/e-tickets. For those travelling down the road, just be aware of possible travel disruption due to Storm Eunice, most likely due to snow, covering all the routes down to Lanarkshire. If you're travelling by train, also be prepared for disruption to services. If you're not heading to the game, maybe a wise choice. There's live pay-per-view coverage with Motherwell TV, or for Red TV International viewers, coverage starts at 2:45 p.m. You'll also be able to watch the match as live on BBC Alba on Saturday evening from 6 p.m, and it's repeated again at 11 p.m. If you are heading to Fir Park or watching online, enjoy the match, and I'll join you back here on Tuesday evening with all the reaction and latest Dons news, and maybe a new manager appointment. Till then, have a great weekend and stand free.
That's all for this week. More Aberdeen news next Tuesday evening from 8.